You have proved that you fight well. Now you can join us.
Deep cut these ones.
Wake up, check your phone. Ignore the alarm. You're still alone. Wake up, rewind the night. Who are you? But also kind of who am I? Wake up, check your phone.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of F and Adulting. My name is Lorena,
And my name is Crystal.
and her name is Crystal. Welcome, Crystal. How are
Welcome.
you
Just plain
doing?
hi. I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm okay. I smoked.
Oh, you did,
I
huh?
smoked. I think I
Dale.
smoked like 3 cigarettes, but
Well,
like one a day. And then the following day, I smoked another one. Or no, I didn't smoke another one. I smoked another one the following day. So, like, I want you to
do
tell me
you
what's
like
fine.
turn?
Like, huh?
Well, it's better than what you used to do. I'm sure you used to do like what, like half a pack maybe?
No, like, I was never like a heavy smoker unless I was out, like out there, like if
Drinking.
drinking, that makes me smoke, obviously. Um, but like during the day, honestly, I think it'd be five or the most would be like 7 or 8 cigarettes that I would smoke.
Yeah, it's
But
almost half,
honestly, like
but
it'll
not
be
that bad.
five or like three sometimes. Sometimes I wouldn't even smoke because if it was such a heavy smoking night that we went out the next day or 2 days after
You
that, I
no
don't
se te
smoke.
antoja.
No. Entonces I would be like, fuck that. Like I don't want to smoke. And I would just feel gross. Um so I was never like a super heavy smoker. It's just more habit with me. Like
Yeah, I get
I was
you.
telling my sister, she was like, it's because it's a habit. Like you just have a little habit. And I'm like, yeah, every time I end a task or do something, I go and take a
Like
break
you
and it's
gotta
like
do
my
it.
little smoking break?
Yeah,
So
definitely that's the way it is. You don't feel like smoking after you eat.
yes, I
I
do,
always feel like smoking. You're like,
but I've been just not like doing it? And even when I do smoke, like I'll smoke that one and I'll feel guilty because I'm like, I'm not even enjoying it?
yeah.
It's not even like,
And that's the way it is,
ooh,
yeah.
like, oh yes, like
You're just like,
finally I get to smoke. But it's like I do like la ansiedad, like the anxiety of me wanting to go smoke and then turning on the cigarette and actually smoking it after a while. I'm like, I'm not even gonna finish it?
yeah.
It's not even like getting a satisfaction out of it. It's
It's
just
just more of
the
a
the habit.
addiction kind of a habit slash
Yeah.
because I mean it is a little addicting. Well, it is
It's
addicting.
a lot.
But I don't
It's
know if you
very
remember,
addicting.
yeah, I don't know if you remember when I would also smoke cigarettes
Yeah.
that I wouldn't even I would smoke the little ones, remember? And I
Yeah.
wouldn't even finish those, dude. I would turn them off porque me daba
Oh,
asco.
because you would always leave the little.
Yeah, I remember. Then I
Yeah.
would go turn it on again, and it's just like
Yeah.
I don't even. I don't know. It's just I guess you're right. Probably the
It's a
habit of doing
habit
it.
thing. It's like yeah. So I have to break that habit and do something
I heard that
else.
candy helps out. Like keep a little thing of candy. Y cuando quieras, like open it with your hand and just either a lollipop, suck on it, and it'll
So that's
make
what
you at
I've
least
been
like do something.
doing. I've been doing like
But that's
I'll
good though. Three
snack on
cigarettes,
something,
dude.
Huh?
Compared to what you were smoking, like three cigarettes, like one a day, is actually better than
And it's not even
all
that I'm
those.
like expecting to smoke or like looking forward to smoke that one a day because I'm not. I'm just like if I do happen to really want one, then I don't feel as guilty smoking one at least, from what I used to
Then
smoke
yeah,
before. But then I also like don't want to because I start thinking about it. I'm like, by the time that I do get pregnant or whatever, I don't want to be craving it like really bad, because it might just
yeah,
like
that's true.
maximize it more because of your hormones and because of everything, you get cravings.
Exactly.
So I don't want to be like withdrawing or like, oh my God, I need a cigarette. So I want to like
Hmm.
really take care of it now. Like
Then
just
later,
nip it in the
yeah, dude.
yeah, nip
And
it in the
then
bud and
also,
just take
dude,
care
like
of it now.
cold turkey is really, really hard, dude. Like
My mom
tienes que
when
tener. I know my mom did too, dude. Y
My
tienes
mom
que
did it
tener
cold
huevos.
turkey. she said
My
that
mom doesn't
she.
smoke anymore. She's
Oh,
been
that's good.
smoke free for years.
My
I mean, yeah, it's been
mom's.
like a year, 2 years.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. My mom used to smoke a lot. Well, when she was younger, and then she started smoking a lot more when, like, when my sister was a little younger, still living here. And then she said that she just kind of like threw, I think she threw them out, like she threw them down the toilet, like just, and I'm not going to do it anymore. And that's it. And she just didn't,
That's
she didn't
crazy,
smoke
dude. You need
anymore.
balls, dude, to do that shit. Cause I tried it and I was like, hell no, I need at least one.
And I
And
tell
then I was like,
Mochi, he's like, I'm telling, like, I got mad at him yesterday. I'm like, because he goes after, and that's a little routine we had. And I kind of feel like, honestly, like, I feel like I'm missing something because it's something that we shared, like we would
yeah,
go and like, hey, you want to come on, I'm gonna go smoke, okay, you want to go smoke? And then we would go smoke together and then talk, and then like after dinner we would go smoke, and like I don't know, share a little moment there, like, and it was our
had like
little
little
thing.
conversation and
Yeah, and now it's like he goes on by himself, and then and then
you're
I
all like,
tell
oh,
him, I'm like, babe, you don't have to go every time you're done eating, like try to avoid it, like try to like contain yourself, and see if you can
that's
do it,
true.
because if you keep doing it, it's a habit, and you just
Se
keep
te
doing it and
va.
doing it, and you want to. He's like, well, I'm down to 5 a day because he used to smoke more. And I'm like, whoa, like that's how much I would smoke a day. Now I'm down to like trying one.
One.
Yeah. So then I'm like, I tell him, like, if you really want to cut, like, if you really want to stop, like, you need to try to stop. Like, try to stop going every time that you would go, you know? You know what I mean? Like, every
Exactly.
week, try to cut down on
Because
one
that
more,
habit
two
is still
more.
there and he's gonna want to keep
Because
doing
he's going
that
to
habit.
continue doing, like, hey, after lunch, I'm going to go smoke, And I'm like, maybe try to smoke on weird times, like you just don't usually smoke, and then it'll just feel awkward, and then it won't feel like as good as like when you're
As
scheduling
after
your
you're,
mind,
yeah.
like
Because
oh,
you're like, yes, I'm about to.
and now you're like fucking up with your like schedule, and you're like, wait a minute, it just feels weird.
hmm
I don't know,
Like, why
just
is this happening?
why am I
No, but
smoking right now? Yeah, it's not my
what?
smoking schedule.
What time is it? Like,
Ooh.
no, but
So
that's
yeah.
true though. Yeah.
Maybe just,
That's
mess with
good
your
though. I'm
mind.
like proud of you. Like,
I know, dude.
honestly,
I'm
dude,
proud
like
of
one
me
cigarette a
because
day.
I know. And that's the thing. Like, I would like smoke in the morning. Like, I would wake up sometimes at 4 in the morning,
Oh,
5,
you need
and I
one.
would like go smoke outside and just be like smoking. And then,
Yeah, you need one when you wake up.
and then like I would go smoke with Munches before he left to work. And then, like, when I would take them out to go do their business, like Oliver and Matilda, so I was smoking throughout the day, and then I would like clean or whatever, and then I would finish whatever, and then I would go smoke. So then now that I do stuff and I finish, I have that like
you're
urgency
like,
to like just
huh.
want to like, how do I reward myself? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're like,
It's
oh my
like,
god, oh my god.
oh my God, like, what do I do? Like, because before I used to reward, like, I would take a break and kind of reward myself with a little cigarette and a little, like, break.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh man, I have that, like, what do I
Urge
do?
still, yeah.
Yeah,
Like, you
so it's like, I'm not
gotta
going to go stand
replace it.
outside, just to stand there.
Look at the flowers.
Maybe I
And then
should.
there, no, because then if you go outside, I think it'll give you more ganas.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna be,
Yeah.
I'm already out here. I might as well just
Yeah.
get a little, at 2 hits and that's
Two
it.
hits and
But
that's
then
it.
that 2 hits is gonna be the whole cigarette,
Yeah.
and then that's it. Yeah,
Mm.
that looks like a delicious
So
coffee.
it is, and it stayed pretty hot since I made it.
If I make my own coffee, like it's weird. I'm just really plain.
Ooh,
It'll be just Folgers Colombian coffee, and then I just put sugar in it, so it's black.
really?
But like for example, yesterday Linda got down with some badass coffee, like hizo café, like
Uh-huh.
calientito, but she made it into like a frap. Y le
Yeah,
puso
like
chocolate chips and what are those nuts called? Walnuts.
nuts, walnuts.
Walnuts. And then
Mm.
she like blended everything, put whipped cream on top, and it was good, dude. Fudge. So
Ah,
like,
fudge.
other than that, yeah, I was like fudge. It's because
I
I
will
can't
not
cuss because of the kids here, so I try not to like cuss.
like
It
you.
was good, dude. Like it was so
Yeah.
good.
And
Yeah,
it's a lot better, like they say, yeah, well, you spend $6 at Starbucks.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
good too.
sometimes you don't even get it like that good anymore. Like sometimes they don't know how to make it.
Yeah, and then you try it and you're just like, what the
You're like, there's something missing.
it's not right. Yeah, like it's not right. Yeah. And it was honestly it was really good. Like and then at the end,
Yeah.
after I drank the whole coffee, like I got a spoon because all the little chocolate chips are down there and it was like
And the
such a treat.
walnuts.
Yeah, and it was a
Mm.
treat, and I'm like,
Mm.
it's good.
Yeah, so
Now I want one.
Mochi's
Right.
always would go to like he would go get the coffee and then he'd be looking at how they make it, like the process, and like
Hmm.
he would taste it and he would like the way a certain process, like how they make it, like okay, this is how I like it. And then every time he would
That's
go, like he would
crazy.
see different people making it, and sometimes they have different processes of the way they make it, right?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
So he's like, I don't know, babe, it doesn't taste the same, like if you steam if you can't steam the milk too fast before this. You need to wait until this and that and blah blah blah. You have to do the
He goes all
espresso
into it.
shots. Yeah. He's like, you have to there's like a certain way that I like it that it just tastes perfect. And there's so many
Hmm.
people that I watch and they do it differently and it just tastes different. They'll
Because
probably
everybody has
like
their own little routine, so they
yeah,
do
and
it
it
on
has the
different.
same ingredients on it. It's just the process, the way it's made is different.
That makes it taste
That
different.
makes it taste different, which is weird.
That's true, dude. It is, and it's true, dude. Like I remember I used to work at a fast lane. Remember that shit?
Oh yeah.
I was 16, dude, and I remember there was some people that would go in and they'd be like, "I want her to make my ice cream. Like I don't want anyone else to make it because it doesn't taste as good
That's
as when she
good.
makes it." And I'd be like, well, "Of course, I make them good."
Es que no me lavo las
Pues sí,
manos.
güey. Es que mira. Ay, ay.
Es que no me lavo las manos, oiga. Like,
Mira, voy al baño y ni me salgo y no me las lavo. Y ya se le da un saborcito extra.
así como,
Es el que le gusta.
le hago así
Imagine,
para
dude,
que me
that's
salga
gross.
así el sazón.
Toco la
Ay,
nieve, la
cochina.
vuelvo a meter y luego ya lo hago blend.
Y luego te dicen, le puede poner los sprinkles que siempre le pone. ¿Cuáles sprinkles? No tenemos sprinkles. Y es pura
Y la mugre,
pinche mugre.
así rubbing it in.
You're
Ese
rubbing your
chocolatitos,
hands with
¿no?
the mugre.
Sí, es chocolate.
Esos chocolatitos.
¿Saben buenos esos? Esos no los venden aquí, los hago yo.
Los hago yo.
Eso los
Ay,
hago en pura mano, mi de mano los hago.
con pura mano.
That's
Qué
gross, dude.
crazy. Do you make that voice with the kids?
No, dude.
Why
I've
not?
only
You will make them
the
so happy.
I went to my grandma's once and my sister was there.
Your sister does the
And
voice
me and my
too.
sister talk to each other like that. We'll be like, sis, sis, how are you, sis? So they heard it, and then they're like, hey, Andy's the one that told me, hey, I like the way you guys talk to each other. And then I was like, oh yeah, like I didn't realize that I was doing it, you know what I mean? But I was like, yeah. He's like, how do you do it? And I might just go, sis. And then, like he's like, I like it,
I
but
don't think he would do it. I would
I'm
like,
still like not comfortable to 100% to do that voice.
you should.
Like
They're your
it should
children.
feel.
Oh, we're gonna be getting into climate. What is it? The weather, the floods, and the drought around the world. That's insane.
It
And
is, dude.
monkeypox. So I mean, coronavirus, and now it's like monkeypox. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Do
I
they
don't
really
know,
want
dude.
us to
It's kind of.
die?
I think so. That's what it seems like,
I
honestly.
think they
Like,
really want to get rid of like the human, like the weak
yeah, dude. And
ones.
then like, I don't know that anything has to do with the weather or whatever, but look at how the weather is getting too, dude. Like, it's
I know
crazy.
we're gonna be. I mean,
So, like, for example, when you used to live in El Paso, how many times
dry
would it rain?
weather. Not that
Dude,
often.
it's humid over here. It's been raining every
It's
day all
I
week for
know,
like
I've
two
heard
weeks
that.
already, I think. for
And
2 weeks,
here
maybe
we
3.
haven't had rain. Like, okay, last
What?
time when was it? This week? It rained, I think yesterday or the day before yesterday. No, I think it was the day before yesterday. It rained like hard for a little bit and then it just stopped, you know? It was like what? Not even 20 minutes. It was like 5 minutes, 10 minutes the most. And it was like boom, like pouring down and it just stops, you know? So we
That's
really haven't
crazy.
gotten anything like sufficient, rain.
Yeah, no, here it's been raining nonstop, dude, and like we have like flash flood warnings all the time.
That's
And
insane.
then I think when did I go to work that I actually got a what is it, una tow. Yeah, era in El Paso, dude. So I was kind of
Yeah.
excited, but when I saw it, the car was actually flooded in a
Oh,
middle school, like in Trowwood, I think it was. I saw the map and
yeah.
I was like, what the hell? It's
And
crazy, dude. Like everything.
Traywood. Traywood.
I say Trowwood. It's Trowwood
It
because
is
it's not with a
Traywood.
Y. It is not with
But
a Y.
people
It's
say Traywood.
Wood.
Well, here
Trowwood.
there's okay, there's the county of San Antonio, well, where I live is Bear, well, it's spelled Bexar. So how would you say that? No,
Baxer.
Bexar.
Bexar.
But people pronounce it bear. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like it's crazy. So that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense.
Is it
Traywood, but
silent or
people
what?
say Traywood and it's Trowwood.
Well, I
It's
don't
spelled
know.
Trowwood.
It's Trowwood, yeah. Like,
It is
and then
spelled
people hate it
Trowwood.
when I
It
say
is
that,
like, oh
dude.
my
And I'm like, what?
Traywood. You're like, bitch, it's
And
Trowwood.
it's Trowwood, dude. It has W and an O.
What? Trowwood.
Do you see a Y on it? Yeah, just
It's like,
I just, I
oh,
don't know.
Trey.
I guess it bothers people when I say
Traywood
it.
would
Like,
probably be like Trewood. Trey. Like Trey, like Trey. Like French.
also, yeah, it could be Trey too.
Traywood.
TRE. See, even that, I would make sense of it. But
But yeah, okay, we're talking about El Paso. There's
TR,
a
a
street name,
street.
a street called, well, it's spelled Trawood, but people call it Traywood. And it's not like if you ask anybody, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, by Traywood," and you're like,
Yeah, and they're like, oh,
"Oh,
it's in
it's
Treywood. And I'm like, it's Trowwood, ma'am.
what
All
you mean
right.
Traywood?
Oh, Trowwood. Huh, Traw? All right. Then I know where it's at.
Rockwood."
So I don't know,
Anyways,
but
that's
so there's
insane. So that
floods
she was
everywhere,
stuck.
dude.
She was stuck there.
Yeah, there were, I guess they left the car there, like it was flooded. Like
I
they
think I
said it was in a
saw
parking lot of a
somebody.
middle school.
I don't know where it was. I don't know if it was here or in El Paso, but I saw somebody like getting a lady getting rescued from her car because it was being flooded. Like it was flooded.
Yeah,
And
that's
people were
crazy.
like trying to get her. That's insane.
It is, dude. I don't know. We haven't had this much rain in a long time.
It's
And it
climate
literally feels
change.
sticky. Like I feel sticky all the time.
Now
It's
you feel
humid.
me.
Exactly. Like I
Yay.
remember I used to go visit Dallas, dude. Y se sentía like, ugh,
Oh my God,
like
yes.
humid.
Hmm.
And now I'm just like, damn it, it's starting to feel like that over here.
But then your skin's not as dry,
N-
right?
And then
Well, I
no,
mean,
pues
that's the thing though. When you live in El Paso, you get used to the dryness, the dry heat.
the dry heat, yeah.
But now that I go back to El Paso, I
You're
start
gonna
like
be
my
like,
skin
ugh.
gets dry
Oh, okay, because
because
you're
now I'm
used to
used to the
humid.
humid. Yeah. Anyways, we
Let's
go
go.
from
Okay,
one thing to
we
another.
went to, yeah, it always happens though. It always happens that way, but
All right, so climate change, Crystal.
climate,
This is why
climate.
this is all happening. You know that, right? The floods
Mm,
and no,
I don't know, something about the sun flares and stuff like that.
yeah, just sun flares. I don't know what that is.
Like supposedly the people say that, well, scientists, I guess, I don't know,
Yeah,
that the bigger the flares, the more impact it has on Earth
yeah,
and it changes the climate or something like that. Like the flares, the flame
yeah. Like
or
the
like
flames that are.
gashes out. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like we're living in like a end of the world kind of movie thing where it's like, oh, little changes here and there, and then at the
And then
end
it
you're
gets
like,
so crazy that you can't even take it. Yeah.
yes, it's
Isn't that scary,
insane.
dude?
Yes, it is. So I have an article here. It's through amp.dw.com, and it's pretty much in climate change, flooding, drought, fire, and heat waves around the world. And it's pretty much talking about what we're talking about, the climate crisis that has intensified risk conditions for extreme weather events across the world. And we're talking about like, you know, US, we have like everywhere, Europe and China, Australia, Pakistan, so
Pakistan, yeah.
heavy rains devastate communities in Kentucky, USA. Heavy rain has pummeled mountain communities in the US state of Kentucky. Water rushed down hillsides, swallowing towns, washing away homes, and trapping hundreds of people. At least 30 people have been killed. US Vice President Kamala Harris said that flooding showed the urgency of crisis and announced 1 billion in grants to help states prepare for weather extremes worsened by climate change. Sweltering heat in Europe. Scorching temperatures have been fueling wildfires in several countries. Spain, Italy, Croatia, France, and Portugal have all reported forest fires that were linked to high temperatures. Heat waves are becoming more frequent and intense due to climate change, scientists say. Sydney flooding. The start of July brought the fourth set of floods in 18 months to the Australian state of New South Wales. The greater Sydney area was specially affected with 8 months worth of rain falling in just 4 days. What the fuck, dude?
Dang, dude.
And then
What the hell?
it's insane because you don't,
Eight
we're,
months
honestly,
worth
we're
of
not,
rain.
nobody is prepared for that amount of
Well, no, dude.
water, dude.
Obviously,
Roads were turned
that's
into
crazy.
rivers and tens of thousands of people evacuated from their homes. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said the repeated floods proved the need for climate action.
It is, dude.
Pakistan monsoon rains. Storms have lashed Pakistan since mid June, killing more than 70 people and damaging home, roads, bridges, and power stations. The country's Minister for Climate Change said the recent rains were 87% heavier than the average downpour and that Pakistan should be ready to face more flooding as the warming world causes the country's glaciers to melt faster.
Dude, that's scary, dude. It just makes me think that
Telling you the end of the
basically
world.
it's getting worse. Yeah, like basically that's what it's saying. Like it's getting worse. Like everybody is getting ready. Like for example, the first one where they right here, hold on. Right here in Kentucky where they got a billion granted, whatever, just to help them prepare, which means that everything's just gonna get
Like,
worse, dude.
and then
That's
it's
scary.
crazy because people, I mean, we have people saying, oh, climate change, that's bullshit, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, how the fuck can you say it's bullshit when it's visual? Like
Like,
you can see
there's
like
videos
glaciers, like they're not no longer there, like they're just melted.
melting.
They're melting, they're
Yep,
causing all this. Oh god.
it's
And
creepy.
it is, it's sad because now it's like we're doing instead of preventive stuff, we're doing like things to rescue us from this all this damage that we've done, that instead of taking care of it
Exactly.
before this happened. Now it's like,
But I think I don't even think it has anything to do with us. I think it's just well, people are saying that just the climate's changing. I don't know. It has to do with I don't know with the
well, I
sun or
think
something.
it has to do with
It
like
could be
the
both.
population, dude. We're so many people,
Well,
and
yeah,
if you
now we
think
are.
about it, I'm pretty sure we're a lot more people than back in the day, and obviously that
Yes,
affects the
dude.
climate, that affects the ozone layer, all the shit that we fucking consume and all the shit that we use. It has
Mm-hmm.
chemicals. It has all the cars. you know?
That's true, dude. There
Everything
has
is
been,
like yeah, it's like
I think, it's growing
we
more people,
yeah,
more.
so we it's more populated, it's affecting it makes more of an effect to the ozone layer to where it affects climate,
Scary.
so that is
Soon you're gonna
scary.
see us floating around.
Oh, I know. We're
They'll be
just
like, hey, we're gonna be
"Hey."
tied down with a
And
string.
even then they're gonna be like, "Are you gonna make it to work?"
I know, for real. Are you calling in or what? Dude, you can
Like,
float over here. You should get here
can you
faster.
swim faster? Even then, I bet you they're
I
gonna be
bet you
like,
do.
"Oh, you're not gonna call in, are you?"
I
But
don't know if
I
you've
don't have a
seen.
home anymore. Well, that's
I
why you
don't
need
know
to
if you've
work.
seen that. You get a new one, a floating one. No, but have you seen that meme, dude, where it's like snowed up and then it's the car's
That's
covered and
why.
then the guy, are you coming into work? And
That's why
it's
I
like,
saw it
bro,
because I thought it was hilarious. Because they're still like, "Hey, wait a minute, you're not gonna call into work, right? You're still
you
gonna
coming
make it."
in still? You just get out of the car, dude, and walk. For real, dude, I
That's
wouldn't doubt.
funny.
People are crazy like that.
Okay, continuing. Water restrictions in Italy. After scars winter rains and months of drought, the Italian government declared a state of emergency in 5 regions. It will remain in place until the end of the year. Cities and districts have independently imposed restrictions on water usage. It is the most serious water crisis for 70 years in the country's Po Basin region, which is vital for Italy's agriculture and livestock.
North American wildfires. Even before the U.S. wildfire season has officially begun, parts of the country are in flames. A fire erupted in Northern California at the beginning of July and more than doubled in size overnight, forcing hundreds of evacuations. It is just one of many fires burning across the states, 96% of which is experiencing drought, according to the United States Drought Monitor. Heat wave in China, also China. China is sweltering under the worst heat wave in
Yeah.
decades. Scorching heat hit parts of the country in June and July, and aircon demand caused the electricity load in the eastern province of Henan to hit a new record. Meanwhile, the south has had heavy rain and floods. The government has blamed the extremes on climate change, which it says will increasingly impact both society and the economy.
That's
Damn,
funny.
China too, huh?
It's insane because I mean,
Fudge.
there's no way of impacting one without the other, you know?
See, Northeastern Brazil landslides.
Oh, have
Landslides
you
and
seen that?
flooding.
I've seen videos of
Is
that
that
shit.
on the where the little path that goes into the where it's just falling in?
Yeah, and it's taking everything, like all the houses,
Oh no, I don't think I've
and
seen
there was a
that.
bridge like that, and it took the
I've
bridge.
seen the bridge, yeah.
Yeah,
But that's crazy, dude.
that's
Uh,
fucking.
it's scary because some places are burning and then some places are just flooding, and it's just like happening. It's not just happening like in the United States, dude. It's like
It's all
literally
around the
happening everywhere.
world, and that's
It's like
because it's
everything's falling
affecting.
apart.
It's like on certain areas, it's like oh, too much water, and certain areas it's too much heat because we have drought over here. You just want to kind of flip
Um,
it around a little bit and be like, get some
like there
water
you
over
go. You
here.
get
Get
some
some,
water and then let us go back to normal. There you
you
go.
know.
Can you rewind it? Just
And we
rewind it a
just
bit.
balance it out by like turning, a certain way so
A
you can get a
certain
little
angle.
sun and get a little
There you
dryness
go.
and you get a
Oh,
little wetness and
oh, that would be perfect if we could do that. Landslides and flooding following torrential rains wiped away housing in Brazil's northeastern, I don't know how to say that, Pernambuco state in May, killing at least 100 people. Favelas built on hillsides are prone to such disasters, and experts say climate change contributes to more intense rainfall. The IPCC classified the low-lying metro region around the Pernambuco capital of, God, these words,
Recife.
Re,
Recife.
Recife, as one of the world's most vulnerable. I
Dude,
think
a
I
hundred
actually saw some.
people. Huh?
That's where they have the houses like in, and they're just falling
Sí.
apart,
O
huh?
sea, están como in the mountains kind
See,
of thing. And then I
yeah, I
guess,
saw those.
oye, es
Yeah,
que
that's
feo.
scary, dude.
Imagínate, like, pues you're suffocated by all the fucking. And then I'm pretty sure you can hear it and feel it, but by the time you get out, that
Dude,
shit
no, there's
is
no way.
fast. And then,
There's no
like,
way you're
there's
already
older
sliding down.
people, and I know.
I wonder if they got some kind of like warning before, like, hey, you know what, you need to get out.
But
Because a lot of the times they don't do that.
have you seen landslides? Like I think it's just it happens. I don't think there is a warning. You know what I mean? Like they just
Well,
happen.
I
Like I
mean,
don't.
if it's been raining a lot, especially, like,
Oh
obviously,
yeah,
like,
I'm
it's
sure.
gonna,
Yeah, like hey, beware. There might be landslides or whatever. You know,
like, it's raining so much that you better get out or
or like
something.
hey, it's prone for that. So yeah, like watch out. You know.
That's creepy.
But even then, like these people
I would
are.
hate
I
to live up
mean,
there.
these people are probably not like wealthy. You know. It's not like you
That's
can just
true.
leave your home and go somewhere else where it's not. You know what I mean? Move your whole home somewhere else. It's
That's true,
like
dude. It's
how I
sad.
feel sometimes where I'm like, California wildfires, how do you live in California knowing that it happens a
It's
lot?
gonna, yeah.
And it's like you build your home, you have stuff, and then boom, it just either
And then
it's
houses up there are so
gone,
expensive, dude.
they're
Like,
gone, and then you have to rebuild again. And it's like rebuild, rebuild, rebuild it. And I'm like, oh my God, I would
and then
just
all your
leave.
stuff and everything.
I would go somewhere where things like
You
this
know
don't
that's not gonna
happen,
happen.
or not that
Exactly.
often. It's insane.
Like, I guess here in El Paso, like, I could say, like, it's been
Yeah.
raining a lot, but nothing crazy like that happens here. I think one time we had like a little earthquake,
Oh
but it was
yeah,
just
we
like,
couldn't even feel
it
it.
just happened to be, yeah, that it was like,
It was
I
like one of
guess
the
coming
lowest
through, and
rate.
it was one of like the, a lot of people say they felt it, but I was like, there's no way I would have felt something like that. Like,
I think
I'm,
I slept through it. I was like,
I think I
whoa.
did too. What happened? Why is everybody freaking out? Why is
What?
everybody running around? The South Africa extreme rains. In April, intense rains hit the eastern coast of South Africa, causing floods and landslides that claimed more than 400 lives. Damn. Destroyed over 12,000 houses and forced an estimate of 40,000 people from their homes. A World Weather Attribution study found that climate change made the rains in South Africa twice as likely and up to 8% more intense.
Lord, no. 400
Damn,
people.
dude. And then like they have like little pictures up here, dude. They're pretty.
12,000 houses and forced an estimate of 40,000 people from their homes.
So East Africa, prolonged droughts. East Africa is experiencing one of the worst droughts in decades. It started last year and is still going after a fourth season of failed rains.
Oh
Up to
my
20 million
God.
people are now at risk of severe hunger. Scientists say the decline in the spring rainy season, which is tied to warmer waters in the Indian Ocean, causes rains to fall rapidly over the ocean before reaching land. Damn, dude,
That's
pobrecitos. And yeah,
fucking.
like obviously it affects their eating because of the cattle and all that. Like they're not eating, so they're dying. They're not drinking water, so they're dying.
Do you think we're gonna end up like water
Cutting back
restrictions?
on water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
we did have it at one point, remember? They would like, well, I think they do have the like where you can't water your plants or anything outside only certain days of the
Oh,
week,
certain days or times. I
like
think we
in
had that
certain
before. Don't,
areas.
is it
Yeah, that's
still
what I'm
here?
saying. I think they do, no? I don't know. I'm not a homeowner.
I don't know, neither am I.
Mm. Never mind. I don't want to talk
And I
about it.
don't have plants out there that I want to water. You know what? Let's just stop talking about
I don't
that.
want to talk about this. I mean, I don't think it's ever going to stop. I think it's just going to continue, until we
Scary,
actually
dude.
make changes, like to, and it's going to take sacrifice from everybody, because we're so used to like
Just
washing
doing
dishes
whatever.
and having the water running and, and
Somebody
it's
taking a
like,
shower over there and then
and then you
somebody
think
watering
about it, you're
outside.
like, there's people who don't have running water,
That's true.
who have to walk and to get semi clean water. They don't have filtration. They don't have, and then there's people over here like drowning, like what the fuck? What can we
Yeah,
do,
dude.
Monkeypox, Crystal, are you excited?
No, I'm not excited, but
I was
something
listening
interesting to
to
learn.
Conan O'Brien, Conan Needs a Friend or whatever podcast. And he's like, monkeypox? Whoa, at least they made it fun, like it's like fun, like not like corona. Like monkeypox sounds fun. Like a
I don't
fun way.
know. Well, yeah, it doesn't sound like
It's
a
a cool name,
corona.
like a fun
Rona.
name. Like whoever's
It
doing
kind of
marketing on corona, like they sucked because of the way that they
they
named
come
it.
out.
But
I'm
monkeypox, like,
such an
hey, that's
idiot.
cool.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
So yeah, monkeypox. People with monkeypox get a rash that may be located on or near the genitals, penis, testicles, labia, or vagina, or
Yeah.
anus, butthole, or could be on other areas like the hands, feet, chest, face, mouth. The rash will go through several stages, including scabs before healing. And the rash can initially look like pimples or blisters and can be painful or itchy. So
Oh my
those are the
god.
symptoms, okay?
That's fever
Monkeypox.
chills.
Let's go ahead and see what monkeypox is first of all.
Okay, so monkeypox is a virus, is part of the same family of viruses as variola virus,
Uh-huh.
the virus that causes smallpox.
Remember that
Variola?
when we were small, we got like
The
the
little, yeah. Did
yeah.
they look that gross though?
I don't know.
I wonder.
They didn't. They didn't look that gross. Well, not
It
that I
was
remember. I honestly don't think they did.
so they're actually similar to smallpox. It says here like the symptoms,
Uh huh.
but milder. And monkeypox is rarely fatal. Monkeypox is not related to chickenpox. Oh, see, that's what I thought.
Chicken pox is the one I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Monkeypox was discovered in 1958 when two outbreaks of pox-like disease occurred in colonies of monkeys kept for research. Despite being named monkeypox, the source of the disease remains unknown. What? So it's
Really?
unknown. However, African rodents and non-human primates might harbor the virus and infect people. So basically, is that where it's coming from? Is
From
that because I know it
rodents?
started in Africa,
Yeah.
and I know I guess somebody traveled from Nigeria to Africa, went back to Nigeria with it, and then that's where it started spreading, or what?
I have no idea
Something
how
like
it
that.
spread. Other symptoms of monkeypox can include fever, chills, swollen lymph nodes, exhaustion, muscle aches and back aches, headaches, respiratory symptoms like sore throat, nasal congestion, or cough. You may experience all or only a few symptoms. Sometimes people have flu like symptoms before the rash. Some people get a rash first, followed by other symptoms. Others only experience a rash. How long do monkeypox symptoms last? Monkeypox symptoms usually start within 3 weeks of exposure to the virus. If someone has flu like symptoms, they will usually develop a rash within 1 to 4 days later. Monkeypox can be spread from the time symptoms start until the rash has healed. All scabs have fallen off and a fresh layer of skin has formed. The illness typically lasts 2 to 4 weeks.
That's what I was looking at.
If you have a
Some
new or unexplained rash or other symptoms, avoid close contact, including sex or being intimate with anyone until it has been checked out by a healthcare provider. If you don't have a provider or health insurance, visit a public clinic near you. When you see a healthcare provider, wear a mask and remind them that this virus is circulating the area. On today.com, this gentleman that got monkeypox, he was sharing photos of the rash. I guess people were sharing photos of the rash to help other recognize the symptoms. One person who goes by the name of Silver Steel on social media posted a photo timeline on Instagram of how his monkeypox lesions progressed over 3 weeks, which has since gone viral. The 40-year-old Houston, Texas resident became infected with monkeypox in early July, still told today in an interview. In the caption of the now viral collage of selfies, he wrote, "My goal with this is not to gross anyone out, but to educate. Not everyone displays symptoms the exact same way, but I've been told by more than one professional that my case is a clinically perfect example and it's being used by CDC demonstrations and medical journals," still added. And then like you see the first picture in July 11th, and then July 15th, July 18th, July 21st, 22nd, 24th, 26th, 30th, and August 1st. And you just see like the
Is
progression of it.
isn't that like how many days was that? Oh God.
That's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Oh, I just got out of it.
Well, it's 3 weeks, he said, right?
But
So it
isn't
took
it? Oh,
seven
it's
or
two
eight.
to four. Yeah.
It
All
took
right, I
seven or
got it.
8 days for Steele's symptoms to appear after being exposed to the virus. Steele wrote in a response to a comment on the Instagram post. In another comment, Steele remarked on feeling nothing in the infected area of his face before the lesions appeared. Steele said he first noticed a few small blisters under his mouth on July 11th. Since he'd spent the weekend on a boat, he chalked it up to irritation from sunscreen or shaving. But by day 3, Steele said he noticed that the blisters had formed in a cluster and were getting bigger, but he could not pop, unlike typical pimples. On July
That's
15,
crazy.
July 15, Steele said he woke up with flu-like symptoms, a sore throat, and tender lymph nodes.
You
These
lost it.
lasted for about 48 hours. At that point, Steele
Damn.
said he knew he had monkeypox. The flu-like symptoms paired with it are sort of a sunfire indicator. So I went to my doctor, said Steele. His lesions were swabbed for tests for the virus, and on July 18th, his results came back positive. Steele's lesions
Damn.
progressed from pimple-like bumps to large sores and crusted lesions, which he said were painful. After 2.5 weeks of the illness, his lesions finally started to get smaller. The pink edges show that it's healing, Steele said in the video updating viewers on July 28th. By August 1st, his scabs were completely falling off and he developed a new layer of skin. He was cleared by the doctor to return to work on August 5th. So that's the whole
That's
progression of
crazy.
this disease, this illness.
I'm all looking at the picture. Sorry.
I know, it's insane. So it starts like with early
Oh God, they look
flu-like
crazy.
symptoms, which include fever, fatigue, malaise, what is that? Headache, muscle aches, and chills.
It looks like it's going away, but it looks like it might scar.
Was I'm telling you, there was a case that, let me see if I can find it. On NewYorkPost.com, it says monkeypox patient's nose is rotting after being dismissed as sunburned. Remember I was telling you?
Yeah.
So a man's nose began to rot in one of the most shocking monkeypox cases reported so far. The 40-year-old German patient went to the doctor after a red spot developed on his nose. It was then assumed to be a sunburn, and the man was sent home. But within a few more days, the lesion on his nose began to turn black. The man soon also found pus-filled sores all over his body, which were particularly severe around his penis and mouth, as reported in the medical journal Infection. The unnamed man was then tested for monkeypox and given antivirals to combat the virus. While at the hospital, he was also tested for various sexual transmitted illnesses. For the first time, he told doctors, which revealed he also had undiagnosed syphilis and HIV. Oh my
What?
God! Did you see the picture?
Yes, dude, I'm looking at it, but
No way. What? No. His syphilis had gone so long undetected that it spread to multiple organs. Meanwhile, tests confirmed that his HIV infection had developed into AIDS.
but
Ugh.
do you think that that's probably why it went worse? Like because obviously your immune
Maybe.
is different
Yeah.
when you have AIDS, HIV.
Oh my God. That's like severe.
Dude,
And
it looks
if you guys
bad.
want to see this, if you don't look away, because I'm gonna post a picture. It's
Yeah, dude, it
pretty
looks crazy.
bad. Or I'll just link it. I'll link it down
Como
below
que se
if
le
you guys
está
want to see it.
secando
If you want
y
to
se
see
le está
it.
pudriendo.
Oh my God. As for this case of monkeypox, the antiviral medication was enough to dry out the sores on the skin, but only partially improved the nose by reducing swelling. According to study authors, the man's case was so severe because of the HIV left him immunocompromised and susceptible to necrosis, the death of body tissue. Doctors
That's
who
why.
penned the article of infection did not provide an update on the man's recovery. Germany currently has 3,186 cases of monkeypox recorded since May 20. The US, 12,689, and Spain, 5,719, reporting more cases. There are currently just over 38,000 cases worldwide, according to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention. Monkeypox was declared a public health emergency in the U.S. earlier this month after it spread across the country following an outbreak in Europe this spring. It says the virus has primarily spread through gay and bisexual men who account for about 98% of patients, although women, children, and heterosexual men are just as likely to become sick if directly exposed to monkeypox. Dr. John White, chief medical officer of WebMD, told the Post that doctors are still learning about it, but reassure patients of their worst fears. We haven't known the current outbreak to be fatal, and that's a good thing, White said. Wow,
That's
that
good.
was intense. That picture. First of all,
I don't want to look at
first of
it.
all, I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's so
Me either,
gross.
dude. I'm all
It's like
creeped
when you
out from
open
it.
a sexual transmitted disease book and then
And
you
then
start
you see
looking
all
at the
these
pictures and
pictures.
then you're like, oh my God, I never want to have sex. I don't want anybody to touch me. It's disgusting.
Or like, I hope, you know what I mean? Like, just with one person and that's it. You know what I mean? Because no, like, that looks ugly, dude.
Yes,
This looks ugly,
go.
dude. La
It's it.
nariz.
That nose. I didn't think it was that bad.
No, it looked bad.
That looked like, but then like you explained,
It was all this. It had to
it
do,
was
yeah,
because
with
of
the.
the HIV, because he already had AIDS,
That's
because it
crazy.
had gone untreated for such a long time. Mm,
That's
I
creepy.
know. That's so gross, Crystal.
I just hope I don't see anybody with them around here.
Dude, it was in Houston,
I said around here, like
and
my
people
neighbors,
travel.
people, you know what I mean, that I know or
Well,
something like that, or people
but
where I
how is
have
it
to like.
spreadable? That's the thing. How does it spread? Is it like
I think it's a virus. So basically, by touching it and putting it directly into your mouth. No, it's
close
direct
or
contact, isn't it?
inmate contact? Monkeypox can be spread to anyone through close personal, often skin to skin contact, including direct contact with monkeypox rash, scabs, or body fluids from a person with monkeypox.
So
Touching
basically, touching the
objects,
person.
yeah, touching objects, fabrics, clothing, bedding, or towels, and surfaces that have been used by someone with monkeypox. Contact with respiratory secretions.
So see, it's kind of, yeah, it's a virus.
This
You
direct
can
contact
basically
can,
get it by touching your
like
mouth
coronavirus,
or
or
your eye.
do we just need to be wearing a mask all the time now?
I think you should just wash your hands, honestly, all the time.
Oral, but I mean,
Carry.
if you're talking to someone and they spit when they're
Well,
talking,
yeah, it's obviously gonna land in your mouth or somewhere near you.
oral,
So
anal, and
that's why
vaginal sex, or touching the genitals or
it's
anus
obviously
of a
gonna.
person with monkeypox, hugging, massage, or kissing, prolonged face to face contact, touching fabrics during sex that are used by a person with monkeypox, oh, sex toys, fetish, gear, whatever. A monkey, not monkeypox, a monkeypox.
A monkeypox.
A person with monkeypox can spread it to others from the time symptoms start until the rash has fully healed and the fresh layer of skin has formed. The illness typically lasts 2 to 4 weeks. So even throughout the healing part, you can still infect
Yeah,
people.
exactly. Maybe until you're 100% like, yeah, good.
Monkeypox and pregnancy. A pregnant person can spread the virus to their fetus through the placenta.
Oh no, that's
And
scary.
then infected animals. It's also possible for people to get monkeypox from infected animals, either from being scratched or bitten by the animal, or by preparing or eating meat, or using products from an infected animal.
Damn, dude, that's sad for
So
everyone.
scientists are still researching if the virus can be spread when someone has no symptoms, how often monkeypox is spread through respiratory secretions, or when a person with monkeypox symptoms might be more likely to spread the virus through respiratory secretions, and whether monkeypox can be spread through semen, vaginal fluids, urine, or feces. So that they're not clear on that, but they're still trying to figure that out. Oh
Yep.
my God. So much information. It's just basically just stay at home.
Stay at home, wash your hands.
Stay at home, wash your hands.
Don't breathe air. I don't breathe air.
6 feet apart from everybody.
Don't breathe air, please.
Don't breathe. We're all gonna be just in a bubble, like the bubble guy.
Bubble boy.
Bubble
Bubble
boy.
boy.
So many things that are happening in the world. It just makes you think, like, fuck. Do I really want to
so
bring
intense, I
somebody
know.
to this world?
I know, dude. I just started thinking about that when you said about the baby. Like when you're pregnant, you could actually give it to him. Like, so I don't know.
It's scary.
Like,
I thought
why- I don't know, like-
coronavirus was scary, but this is scary.
No, it was just like it's just a flu, basically. I'm sure I've had it again. I am
Coronavirus,
sure.
yeah. But this is scary because apparently, if you have undetected,
it's
like someone
gross.
with
looks gross.
diabetes can get it and get it worse, you know?
Well, yeah, I do because they don't have the same, I guess, antibodies to fight it like a normal person would.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but that's crazy. I don't know.
Well, be careful out there.
You be careful.
You be careful. And all of you guys be careful.
Come on, everyone, be careful.
I'm a DJ, try and fill the void inside. I'd be lying if I didn't say that sounds nice. Wake up, check your phone, but the batteries died.